up, guys? Oh my gosh, I'm actually like making a video. This is crazy. I don't know if this camera angle is gonna work for a particularly long time, but we shall see about that. Today was pretty chill. As many of you guys know, I'm an English teacher at a high school, and our prom is this Saturday. So a weird thing is happening there. So I teach at a really small school, and so usually what happens around prom season is absolutely nothing. We plan prom, we go to prom, and then you vote for the prom king and queen at prom, and it's always a senior couple, and that's pretty much the way it goes. But this year, for whatever reason, our senior class is getting super duper competitive, and so people are actually like campaigning for prom king and prom queen, which is very unusual for our tiny little school. So I'm kind of amused with some of the signage that is going up around our lovely high school. I think one of my favorites is the one where I think it's from a girl, and it says vote for, let's say, Susie Q, right? Let's call her Susie Q. And it says, vote for Susie Q for prom queen. And then her campaign slogan is, I already told my mom I won. And I'm like, yes. That's freaking great. So in other news, I've become a member of several more fandoms since I last spoke to you. I'm still a lover of Face Off, if you guys are familiar with that show, and I think their season finale is coming up this week, so that's pretty exciting. Still a lover of American Horror Story. Their season finished up earlier this past year, I think, and it was excellent. I really liked Hotel. I think it was one of their better seasons, honestly. Weirdly enough, a big fan of Star versus the Forces of Evil, which is a terrible cartoon. It's just awful, but it's so dadgum adorable. I love it. Newly, I am a fan of iZombie. Oh my gosh, that is a great show. And it's so inspired by Veronica Mars that, you know, there's so many references. It's great. I think it's from the same creators, same developers, and it's just awesome. So there's a lot of throwback stuff. So if you're a fan of Veronica Mars, you will like iZombie. I think you will anyway. And it's got kind of this cool comic book style. Ravi is my favorite character. He's the British Indian mortician guy who works in the morgue for the school. He works for the police department. So Ravi's pretty great. I love him. And of course, Liv, she's great. Peyton is probably my next favorite character. And then Blaine, oddly enough. I hate Blaine. Oh my god. He's such an evil villain. But now sad things are happening to him. So I feel kind of sorry for him, and I hate that I feel sorry for him, but it's true. So another show that I've recently gotten into is The Magicians on Sci-Fi Channel. And the gist of it is it's kind of like a modern day / real world Harry Potter-esque type thing. But instead of it being a magical school for like high school students or middle school students, it's for college students. And so they go to this magical school called Breakbills, and then there's like these fictional books about these kids going to a magical world called Fillory. And so that's very Chronicles of Narnia-esque. So, I mean, on the surface, I think it's a pretty cool concept for a show. And I like it, sort of-ish. I just don't think that the way that the directors have like gone with it is any good, because if it was just a show about like magical college students going to magical college and having magical college adventures, that would be great, but it's not. It is so full of just fan service, which in case you don't know what that means, it means lots of sexual situations and lots of boobs and butts and sex and etc. And so that just kind of ruins it for me as a show, because I like the story. You know, I'm an English teacher. I like a good story, and the story is kind of underwhelming at this point. It had a pretty good twist earlier, which I really liked in one of the more recent episodes. But I think its season finale is tomorrow. No, it's tonight. Its season finale is tonight. So we'll see if they wrap it up any better than, you know, the rest of the season's been going. Another part of my resolution to be better at all the things this year was to read more books, and so I've been reading quite a few books. I've been kind of at a standstill more recently because I'm stuck on one that I really just don't care for, but I think I've read like 8 or 9 books this year, which is more than I would have normally read by the beginning of April on a normal year. Some of my favorites that I've read this year would be The Martian, and also I read Ready Player One, which I highly recommend to just about everybody. Honestly, like, as soon as I was done reading it, I wanted to start reading it again because it was that immersive of a book, and I loved it. Currently I'm reading Allegiant, which is the last book in the Divergent series, and I have disliked that series from the very beginning for the simple reason that it is written in present tense. Another thing that really frustrates me is that for the first time in the series it changes perspectives. So the entire series is written only from Beatrice's perspective, from Triss's perspective, and that's it. But the third book, for whatever reason, the author decided, oh, let's have every other chapter be from Tobias, or 4, from his perspective. I mean, because the entire, first chapter that was from him, he just felt like this complete blank slate. You know, I've been building up this character of Triss in my mind for 2 whole books now. I know how she thinks, I know how she sees things, and whenever you start talking from a completely different character's perspective, you have none of that background information. I mean, you have only what is observed of him from Triss's perspective, and so we only see him from Triss's perspective. So I have no idea why she changed her narrative style in the third book. It just irks me. I am thoroughly irked. So that's pretty much all that I've been up to. I'll probably start making some book vlogs, you know, and give some more in-depth thoughts on some of the things that I've been reading, because I like booktubers. Booktubers are fun. So anyways, I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching. I'll probably be posting more. Who knows? I might stay in this mood for a while. Anyway, talk to you later. Bye.